Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Here.
Councilman Blair.
Here.
Councilman Gillis.
Here.
Councilwoman Harris.
Here.
Councilman Martin.
Here.
And Mayor Stoneburner.
Here. Can I make a motion to excuse Councilman Scarbeck? He's out of town.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alright. At this time, will everyone please take a moment of silent prayer? Will you please stand for the pledge? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
Moved. Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have an agenda. We have no presentations this evening, so we'll get right into public comments. Please state your name. If you choose to speak, please state your name and where you live, and you'll have 5 minutes to speak.
Do we also accept any kind of acts, like do comedy acts or anything?
That's after the meeting. Seeing none, we'll get right into the city manager's report. And tonight, on behalf of City Manager Gerstenberg, we have Fire Chief Joe Doan.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. What we have is Ken Cummings from Tri-Hospital EMS. We'll be at the May 17th meeting to discuss the county-wide proposed tax for ambulance services that's slated to come before voters in August. Library Director Allison Arnold has been invited to attend the upcoming City Council meeting to discuss the library millage, as slated to come before the voters in August as well. Yard waste collection started on April 7th. Community cleanup, Clay and Elginak residents may dispose of trash at any location. Clay Township has agreed to let Elginak residents dispose of their hazardous materials, old needles, oil, paint, batteries, aerosol cans, chemicals, etc. at the Clay Township site. This is a great convenience for Elginak residents, otherwise they would have to go to the Smiths Creek landfill. Tires with rims removed will also be accepted. And sewer cleaning, Deutsche Environmental is currently out in the community cleaning sewers between April and December 2022. There will be no road closures and no one will be entering any homes. Residents will be notified when a crew is present on their street. When a crew is present, the homeowner may hear sounds coming from the toilet or see air bubbles. This is normal. Please keep your toilet lid face down when crews are on the street to prevent any water splashing. And that's it.
Thank you.
Mayor Stoneberg?
Yes.
I just want to say I spoke to Mrs. Gerstenberg yesterday. I did find someone that will break the tires off the rims for people. So that if somebody does have tires with rims, they can bring it and a person will break it off and he'll be set up to, so we can get rid of those tires as well.
And that'll be June 11th and 12th,
Yes.
correct? All right. I know our residents have felt a great need for this. I know those of us sitting up here have found a great need for that. So it's going to be nice that, hopefully it'll be a nice weekend too, so we can get out there and take care of those things. Thank you very much, Chief Doan. Next is our consent agenda, which consists of our city council meeting minutes on April 19th, 2022. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, we have approved our consent agenda. We have no unfinished business. Tonight for a new business, we'll start off with approving the water plant purchase of chemicals not to exceed an amount of $30,000. Our plant supervisor, Sonny Jacob, has submitted this request. The water plant has been obtaining water chemicals from Colmac Industries Incorporated and PVS Knollwood Chemicals Incorporated. In February 2022, both suppliers implemented significant rate increases. A new provider, Water Solutions Unlimited, has provided a lower quote for all chemical needed. For example, Colmac chlorine increased 69% from $1.96 to $2.85 per gallon. Water Solutions Unlimited price per gallon of chlorine is $2.45. Water Solutions Unlimited will supply and deliver the chemicals on an as-needed basis. This project was approved by Clay Township at their, by the Clay Township Board of Trustees at their April 18th meeting. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve water plant purchase of chlorine, fluoride, sulfuric acid, and citric acid from Water Solutions Unlimited. This address is 295 Industrial Drive, Franklin, Indiana, for the period from April 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023, in the amount not to exceed $30,000.
Support. Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes,
if I could address our acting city manager, Dunn.
yes, you may.
I have a question, I don't know if you can look into this at all, Joe. Is there a way that we can get a longer contract to lock in that price at the $245? If there's gonna be such a large increase this year, there may be a large increase next year. I don't know if they would give us a multi-year plan and keep it at the same price. Thank you.
And we'll see what we can do.
That would be something to look into, that's correct. All right, anyone else? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bendis.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item of business is to waive the bid process and approve the Rocket Enterprises Annual Flag Service Program. The city has been using Rocket Enterprises for several years to maintain the flag at Riverfront Park. Rocket Enterprises also provided excellent service and pricing, and as a result, we propose to add the flag at City Hall to the program. There is a contract for the 20 foot by 30 foot flag in Riverfront Park in the amount of $1,695, and a contract for the 5 foot by 8 foot flag at City Hall in the amount of $285. The annual contracts include a minimum of 5 flag changes a year, complete maintenance and replacement of halyard rope and clips, and all labor needed to maintain a quality appearance throughout the year. Rocket Enterprises is in Warren and is the only provider of this service. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to waive bid process and approve the annual flag service program contract for one flag located at Riverfront Park and one flag located at City Hall with Rocket Enterprises, whose address is 30660 Ryan Road, Warren, Michigan 48092, in the amount of $1,980, and direct the city manager to sign the contract on behalf of the city.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Every year this comes up, and I believe this is a great value for the city, because I don't even know if we could buy a 20 by 30 flag one time for $1,700, let alone 5 times.
I agree.
And I've watched them change. It isn't easy. It didn't look easy even when they did it. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bendis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the purchase of voting equipment. In 2017, the city of Algonac entered into a grant agreement with the state of Michigan for new voting equipment from Dominion Voting. At that time, the city had 2 voting precincts and received voting equipment for both precincts. In 2019, at the recommendation of the Election Commission, the city clerk added an absent voter counting board, which is considered its own precinct to count absent voter ballots. The purchase of a tabulator was approved at that time. In order to keep the ballots secure, it is necessary to use a ballot box along with the tabulator. With the increase in absentee voting and the scrutiny in elections, it is important to maintain the integrity of the voting process by keeping ballots private and protected. This purchase was budgeted for our fiscal year now, 2021 to 2022. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of one ImageCast precinct ballot box from Dominion Voting, whose address is 1201 18th Street in Denver, Colorado, in the amount of $1,000. Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Mayor, I have a question. We didn't put this out for bid. Is Dominion Voting the only place we could get this from?
It is.
It is, okay.
And how many absentee voters, I know you sent it to us that amount months ago or weeks ago. How many absentee voters about do you recall at our last election? Because it went up considerably.
Yeah, there were over 1,000. I think there were 1,200 ballots that were counted.
Okay,
And we have, almost 1,000 on our preliminary absentee list.
okay, thank you. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburger.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to award the contract for Orchard Street rehabilitation. We received a summary of 8 bids for the Orchard Street project on April 7th, 2022. Bids ranged from a low of $254,890 to a high of $289,759.70. The project rehabilitates 1,300 square feet of road, including 4-inch of cold milling, sub-base excavation, replacement of base, placement of new asphalt, and installation of ADA compliant sidewalk ramps. The low bid by Murray Underground Systems Incorporated was 12.3% less than the engineer's estimate. Murray Underground has submitted satisfactory references and previously satisfactorily completed a water main project in Algonac in 2021. Attached is the recommendation of award and bid tabulation, or we received that, provided by the city manager, or city engineer, HRC. The total cost of this project is projected to be $277,266.42. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the contract award for Orchard Street rehabilitation to Murray Underground Systems, Inc., whose address is 5280 Lakeshore Road in Gratiot, Michigan, in the amount of $223,430, together with a $22,343, with a $22,343 contingency and not to exceed $31,493.42 for construction engineering to Hubble, Roth, and Clark, whose address is P.O. Box 824 Bloomfield Hills, Michigan 48302.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stover, I had a
Yes.
question. I don't know if it can be answered with our city manager here. No disrespect, but I'm gonna ask it to our acting city manager. This 277, do we know if this was a budgeted item for this year, or is this part of a SAW grant, or is this all coming out of our funds for the city?
My understanding, it was budgeted.
It was budgeted. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburger.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve design engineering for water service line materials investigation and replacement programs. The state of Michigan has placed specific requirements on municipal water supply systems for the verification of water service line materials and replacement of service lines, both public and private, that are lead or that are galvanized and are or were connected to a lead service. Algonac is required to provide a complete report to Eagle by January 1st, 2025. Guidance from Eagle, which is still yet to be published, will influence the scope and level of effort necessary to complete the final DSMI. The state is also requiring that communities replace a minimum of 5% of their lead and galvanized service lines each year, beginning January 1st, 2021, unless the system has exceeded the 90 percentile action level during their monitoring period, which then triggers the replacements at a rate of 7% per year, beginning the first day following the end of the monitoring period in which the action level was exceeded. Fortunately, the city of Algonac did not exceed the 90 percentile action level during the monitoring period, which ended December 31st, 2020, and will only be required to replace 5% of the initial number of lead services. The city's next sampling is due on September 30th, 2023. HRC has wide-ranging experience assisting municipalities in all aspects of water supply system operation, from planning to design and construction, water quality testing, hydrant flow testing, hydraulic modeling, regulatory reporting, and has recently, with the adoption of the updated MI-SDWA, begun assisting systems with service line replacement planning programs and specifications, including but not limited to work in the cities of Pontiac, Ferndale, Livonia, and St. Clair Shores, and the southeastern Oakland County Water Authority. Construction engineering services are not included in this proposal and will be outlined after the bid opening. Based on the scope of the work and the assumptions provided, the estimated cost to complete the work is $19,836.36. A detailed proposal was received by us. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve contract for design engineering services for water service line materials, investigation, and water service line replacements with Hubble, Roth & Clark, whose address is P.O. Box 824, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, 48303, in the amount of $19,836.36, and direct the city manager to sign the contract on behalf of the city.
Second.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bempes.
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the water plant generator annual service contract. Water Department Supervisor Sonny Jacob recommended this to us. The generator at the water plant requires an annual service contract in order to maintain emergency preparedness. Rumenap's Repair has made repairs to the generator in the past and has performed satisfactorily. We received a list of services that will be performed annually. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve water plant generator annual service contract with Rumenap's Repair. His address is 8320 Broadbridge Road, Fairhaven, Michigan, 48023, in the amount of $1,375. Support.
I'll start off, comments, questions, and concerns. I know at home you're not gonna be able to see it really well, but there's the list of services they provide. So I'm not gonna read those to you, but it's quite extensive. And I like that it's a local company.
I concur.
Anyone else?
I concur, the services that we're getting for that price is more than fair, absolutely.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bempes.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our last item of business, in new business, is to approve emergency water service line repair. We received an invoice, and this is from DPW Foreman Joe Bernier. We received an invoice for an emergency water service line repair at 836 Gulfview. DPW found a leaking galvanized water line inside a meter pit. Eagle requires that the city replace all galvanized line with copper from the water main to the house. Duluth Construction was contacted to make the repair and replace the line. The wet ground conditions made this project challenging. The sides of the hole needed to be shored up with sheeting, and 2 truckloads of stone were needed so the work could be completed. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve payment to Duluth Construction for emergency water service line repair in the amount of $6,550.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? I know Duluth has always come out for us in these emergencies and taking care of these things, and by putting in the sheeting and the truckloads of stone, I know they're doing it very safely. But I know they did much more than that. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Mayor Stemberger,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve accounts payable and payroll. May I have a motion, please?
I move to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $147,707.56.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
I'll take Jake's place.
You did very well. Any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stemberger.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Chief Doan, what's on our next agenda?
Next agenda, we have the presentation from Tri-Hospital EMS, reference the proposed millage. Elginak Asset Award to Elginak High School Wrestling Team, and public hearing for the 2022-23 fiscal budget.
Okay, thank you. Council comment, Councilman Blair.
Good evening. I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening. I don't have much, but there is a Cinco de Mayo party this Thursday. I think that Rocky probably knows more about it, so I'm gonna have him get into it. I didn't want to steal his thunder, so I probably shouldn't have said anything, so everybody have a good night.
You're so gracious.
Yes, Proby's Lions will be hosting a Cinco de Mayo party, Thursday. Tickets were actually already pre-sold. I think we might have a couple extras if somebody's interested. It's $30 a ticket. And it's a full Mexican buffet, and it's being catered by the family out of Port Huron that owns all the different Mexican restaurants. Terry would know who I'm talking about. I'm not 100% sure.
I got stuff every Tuesday from them.
You know who I'm talking, so you know who I'm
And
talking
it's
about.
good. It's good.
Other than that, I don't think I have much this evening. Thanks everybody for coming.
Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry, my turn.
You're good.
Today's May 3rd. 11 days from now, it's May 14th, and that's the annual post office food drive. We haven't had one in 3 years due to COVID. Last time we had one, we collected 5,660 pounds of food, and we had $300 in donations. There's a lot of food insecurity out there right now. Everybody has noticed that inflation is hitting our pocketbooks. Haven't seen it this bad since the early 80s as far as inflation is concerned, and there's a need out there. I think there always will be, but it's time for us to look and say, but for the grace of God go I. Most of us have it pretty good. I know I do, and I'm blessed and happy for it, but there are people out there who struggle. So I'm asking everybody, look in their hearts, see what kind of food stuff you have in your pantry that you're not using or not going to use. It can be, boxed macaroni and cheese or boxed cereal. Of course, canned goods, veggies, soup, all that's good. And sometimes I've seen people just go to Kroger's, and sometimes they have like the green beans, for $10 kind of thing, whatever your heart leads you to do. You can also give cash. I prefer check donation. If you drop a check off at the post office, make the Elginak Food Bank. We have had some private organizations already donate, and I think we're looking good. I'm very hopeful that we will exceed the expectations, and I look forward to having a good day, May 14th. You don't have to wait for the carrier. If you want to drop it off now at the post office or at City Hall, you're more than welcome to. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Martin.
I'll pass tonight.
All right, Councilwoman Harris, let me have her. Also, on the day of the canned food drive, we have the car show and the art going on in the park, and that's hosted by the Elginak Clay Historical Society. On May 17th, at the Clay Township Hall at 6 o'clock, and I know that's our meeting night, but they will be having the St. Clair County Parks and Recreation are seeking public input concerning the county park that will be across from Catch 22. And we on council can't go, but I hope some other people can go to that one. And my hope is that Algonac residents also attend that, because it's for anyone in the county to go to, but it's really close to us, so I hope some can go then. I have heard that there's another meeting on June 14th, but when I contacted Parks and Recreation, they haven't gotten back with me before the meeting to know that they're gonna have 2 of those, and that one we can attend if we want to, so. Anyway, it would be great if some Algonac residents would be involved in that. And we talked about having our Algonac Asset Award. One of the things that we do here in Algonac is we do have our Algonac Appreciation Program. We have Nice Neighbor Awards, Beautification Awards, New Business Ribbon Cutting. What else do we have? We've got all kinds of things. I don't know, but anyway, you have people in your neighborhood or within your circle of people that you deal with every day that should be honored. Let us know so we can do that. We like to do that. It makes us all feel better. And then we can see all the things that are going on in the community. On June 18th, 2022, Boat for Vets is having their 11th annual outing on Lake St. Clair, and they're inviting others to enjoy it. It will be at the Algonac VFW Hall with boat rides from the Harbor Club at 10 o'clock. You must RSVP by June 4th. And it's free to all veterans, their spouses, or caretaker. So if you know somebody that qualifies for that, make sure they know about this. Sounds like a fun day. The Woodside Bible Church and others will be gathering to serve the community on May 21st. It will be at Rolling Brook Apartments. And if you're going there to help do a cleanup of the yards, bring your own gardening gloves, knee pads, wheelbarrows, watering cans, milk jugs pre-filled with water are helpful, scissors, ones that can cut open mulch bags, garden shovels, and rakes. So that's something to do on May 24th. So far, or 21st, so far there's nothing else on May 21st that I know of. And I think with that,
Corey's turn.
Corey, got something for us?
I think I heard here.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, we're done.